So what we're working on right now is just finishing breeding up these wolves. I say finishing like we're not just at the start here. Okay, so here's the thing. Ooh, we got another cub. Okay. 4 is beautiful. 1 more, and then we can start moving them. Actually, I could move. I could move 2 of them right now. But I don't know if one of them is, or which one of the adults is already pregnant. Because if one of them got pregnant, the other one's pregnant too, right? I think. But they only breed out to like 4 or 5 in a space, so I kind of want to separate them all. Oh, this door is facing the wrong direction for the decompression chamber. I guess I can do it that way. But yeah, I need to pull a couple of these wolves. Oh no! That did not just happen. I just pushed a 2-star wolf through the map with the door. Oh, that sucks. Alright, well, maybe I'm not going to use the doors for the decompression chamber, because that was... I mean, I kind of have to, just to separate them. Otherwise, they're going to be wandering back together and everything, and I can't have that. But, man... Glad I was recording for that. I don't know where I sent him, but he went somewhere. Wait, I gotta go check to see if that was Sir Damp. I named it after a streamer. Or not a streamer, a viewer. That was awful. No, okay, we still have Sir Damp. And we got another one as an adult right now. Okay, so... let's get a workbench down. Just here. Hoping that this is enough room for the rest of my wolves to actually get through. If not, I can give it a little tap. There we go. Alright, if anything, I'm just gonna have to, like, break it when I'm moving them and then place a new one. Because I really don't want repeats of that occurring. Come on. We're over here. Wolf stays. once we get one more, we're gonna have to bring it in here. Ooh, they just got pregnant. One of them did. Perfect. Almost right on time. Really sad about that other wolf. That slows it down. Like, that slows down the breeding speed a lot, actually. But yeah, let's break that. I don't want to... I really don't want to risk losing another wolf to something stupid like that. Because that was ridiculous. There was another viewer of mine who has been absolutely wonderful, and I think I would also like to name my second wolf here. Dan Hellman. Is that correct? I want to make sure it's an A and not an E. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Dan Hellman is the second one. Both of these viewers, yesterday, Sir Damp was in the chat the entire duration of the stream. He's also been present nearly every other stream that I have streamed during the day. Actually, there has been a couple of them over the night, too, that he has stopped through and been fully present for. So I very much appreciate him. Dan Hellman, he has been super active in chat. He has been commenting on videos. Very supportive of the stream and my content. So this is a very small way to say thank you and bring recognition to those viewers. Okay, we can go back and sleep. Hello, welcome in. currently working on breeding out some 2-star wolves. We're going to be using them to help us with Yogluth. And we named both of these wolves after a couple viewers who are extremely active in chat, leaving comments. Almost show up for every stream. So I wanted to make sure that I gave a little bit of recognition to them. And then we're actually going to be naming this wolf and the next one after a couple of the streamers who, one kind of gave me a push comes to shove to start streaming this content, aside from just doing it on my own. You know, as much as I enjoy just having the private fun of it, ooh, we got another baby. You know, it's also nice to be able to invite you guys in and share the experience. I didn't realize how much more fun and helpful the streams would actually make this game. I can't express how grateful I am. But yeah, so we're going to be shooting for quite a few of these guys. We might actually go and start farming up just a little more iron. I think I said like 45 more for the rest of the padded armor. We need the headpiece and the legs. So, that being said, let's go repair our stuff, and then we'll take a trip down to the swamp. Probably be 2 trips is what we're going to need. I'm hoping that the swamps, or the crypts that we have access to have enough iron left in them for me to actually, you know, have what I need. But there is a good chance of running low. So we'll take it by ear. We did skip quite a bit of the iron. Like, we never upgraded our iron greaves. And yes, we were about to fight Yogluth, and we're still in tier 3 armor. For the sake of saving resources. So I am super excited to actually be able to finally get some upgrades here. Yeah, I think we're set up. We don't really need anything else. Sadly, so I put doors on my, like 2 doors a few meters apart from each other as like a decompression chamber as I was trying to go into the wolf enclosures, just so that they didn't like randomly wander out, or if they did, you know, I could stop them before they went too far. And I opened one of the doors, and I forced one of my 2-star wolves through the floor. It just meshed itself and then disappeared forever. So we broke them, and we just put wooden walls there instead, because that was genuinely tragic. So sad. But you know, a lesson was learned. We got rid of it real quick so we didn't lose any more wolves to mesh. Welcome in, welcome in. We're going to be farming up just a little bit of iron here, and then, you know, continuing to breed our wolves for the Yogluth fight. We're just working on getting our padded armor. We don't need this. Okay, we're at 10. Let's keep it working. There's quite a few like more muddy scrap piles in here, so at least that's something. You know, I'm pretty sure. Where would they be? I'm looking for billboard signs. I like never use them for. Oh, they're right here. Wood and coal. I need to start utilizing billboard signs to mark off spaces in dungeons that I have already cleared out, explored, you know, things like that. It is a tool that I do not take advantage of as much as I need to. Okay, 26. I think it might be just about empty. Check over this way to see. Oh no, there's nothing over there. So yeah, that's fresh cleaned out for this one. Then we only have one more dungeon that we can even explore. We can grab like 5 more of these, I think. We can grab 6 if we just toss few more things down. Yeah, okay. Let's run this stuff back, and then we'll have to move the portal over to the other dungeon here. We also still need to grab, like, enough black metal for all the upgrades for the black metal shield, as well as we're missing some chains. The chains are going to be the other thing, so we're going to have to make sure that we find some rays. Just punch the desk, you know? There. Give him like 2 seconds. Have like hundreds of black metal just scattered between like 3 different chests on 3 different fueling villages. Well, 2 fueling villages and then 1 next to that swamp crypt, because it kept getting close to nighttime and I needed to just portal to get out of there, so I wasn't dealing with like goblin nighttime spawns. But yeah, it's not something I want to have to sit and fight the whole time. Also, thank you for the likes. It really does help push out the stream. I'll keep the Grey Dwarf Eyes. I'm running a little bit low on them. Get these all loaded up. And then we have a little bit more black metal. Yeah, we'll have to check how much more black metal we're going to need for the shield. We're not going to be doing the black metal sword, we're going to stick with the silver sword. It's actually scales extremely well, especially through into Ashlands. Like, it's almost on par with the Needhog, and the only way the Needhog is actually really better than it is versus Askvin, because Askvin have resistance to spirit damage, and the Needhog, if you upgrade it to lightning, there's no enemies in the game, period, that are resistant to lightning damage. That might change in Deep North, but as of right now, the Silver Sword, it's a 4th biome weapon that does as much damage. It does like 4 less damage than the Needhog in the 7th biome. So we keep the Silver Sword. I probably won't be upgrading anything else past it. I'm avoiding Mistwalker, all of that. As for this, yeah, we just need chains. So we got to make sure that we don't accidentally, you know, impulsively sleep through the night. We're gonna go check on the wolves real quick here to make sure that they're still breeding. I mean, they'll be breeding, but they only breed up to 4 in an enclosed space. It might be 5, but confidently I can say 4, and they stop breeding if there's more than that in a 10-meter radius. So I need to isolate them to make sure that we keep breeding up and use them for Yogluth here. So to start out, we've got 3 in here that are working, but I need to bring one of them into this space. Struggling. We'll just toss back down that meat. All right. That's looking good. Meat do you guys have? 14. Alright, you guys are chilling. So even if we leave those unintended, and you know, we might have to throw in a little bit more food, but that'll at least give us 10 wolves. It's just kind of getting them started. It takes a second. Now we're gonna have to go hunt these wraiths, and I need to move my portal from the crypt that we just finished clearing out over to the last crypt that we have access to. These crypts have been doing like really good for us. You know, they've made it, just these 2 crypts alone have made it through the entire game, skipping progressions and stuff. I saved 20 iron off of not doing this. And then I actually saved iron on not doing any iron weapons. Like I did the iron pickaxe and that was it. But I was using the abyssal knife or the abyssal dagger until silver sword. So we've been saving resources where we can. Gotta keep my eyes up in the treetops for these raids. Raids usually spawn near like cabins like that, so I'll go check over there. First, let's get the portal down. Can't see the writing. Okay. I swear, I find more abominations than anybody else I know. Come on. Here, I'll shoot him just to aggro him. Come on. Where are you going? What? I don't want to waste too much time on this. I've got like things that I'm actually trying to do. There we go. How are there no wraiths? That's the end of the swamp. There's a turnip seed. I don't really need it. I'll grab it though. there's a wraith right there. I see you, bastard. Let's make sure we're using a good arrow for this. There we go. Easy. You know, where was he just a second ago when I walked past this cabin? Hmm? Can I ask that question? Okay, we're gonna run and explore in the opposite direction now. Hopefully we can find what we're looking for. Oh, there's another one right there. Oh, where you going? Gotta wait for him to stop moving. Those chains. Any more? I don't know if it just takes chains for the initial craft of the black shield, or if if I'm gonna need more. But they're good to have either way. Okay, here's another one. Okay, that's 3 raids down. I know for a fact I have enough to at least make the tier 1 black or the black metal shield right now. Oh, here's another. Find one more before it becomes daytime, that'd be awesome. Nope. I said it. Okay. Let's also get another potion on us before we get bit by a leech standing in the water. Alright, now let's go grab just a little bit more iron before we head out of here. We can actually get rid of this wet debuff on us. check all the open doors first before we start open passages, entrances, things like that. Toss the unnecessary weight we don't need right now. Should have actually put it in one of the chests, just so that I don't pick it up. This actually looks like a dead end. That might be a dead end too. This is open. I'm just looking in the corners to see if I can't, like, at the very top, to see if it doesn't look blue. If you can see blue, then it's going to another room. Welcome in. Grab a drink, take a seat, get comfortable. Okay, that doesn't go anywhere. I like to look for a chest to start with. Eventually I will have to come in here and like desperate dig through all the scrap piles for whatever's left, but at the start, oh, this might not be a very big dungeon. Oh no. See, that's really sad because this is the... Does this go anywhere? That looks like a dead end. Oh no, this is the last bit of iron I have access to before I have to like sail other places, so that's not a great realization. Good news is right at the entrance there's this chest right here, so I can actually go through and just load up that chest with iron, grab it as I make trips. I really don't need that much iron right now, so I'm not going to spend too much time doing this. I really just need to come down for the chains. There a pile at the top here? There was. Don't have rested bonus anymore, which is a little bit rough. all this stuff into the chest too, just because. There's 3 more piles right here, which is kind of nice. But this is not going to be enough iron to make us, like, get us through the rest of the game with the other things that we're going to need to make and craft. I can almost guarantee it. Never have enough iron. Pretty sure that's it. Yeah. Alright, that's what we're working with. How much can we carry back? Put 8 back. We can also drop this. Grab 4 more and see if we can't lose 7 pounds here. Okay, if we can lose 5 pounds, we can grab 1 more. Don't need that. Yeah, we'll toss those. Cool. Okay, we're gonna drop the iron down just so that we can make our trip with the rested buff. Welcome in. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. We have answers. Anything that might help you with your own games or anything of the sort. Hello, hello. I feel like our rested buff should be higher at this point in the game. But I don't see anything that we could be missing. I don't know if the Yule Wreath gives a rested bonus, but we might put one down just to see. Hey, Sir Dampalot. Where can you find free beer? You can find Diverger Mead in front of every Queen location. There is a secret compartment on the left-hand side of the base of the stairs. You'll see a little wooden board. If you break it, there's actually Diverger tables and Diverger mugs and 3 beer barrels with Diverger meat in it. So if you want free beer, there's some tasty meat there waiting for you. Alternatively, you can always just rob a diverter tower in the Mistlands. They usually have a few barrels in their basement. That kind of sounded like a Lox accidentally wandered into the swamp. Yeah, it's right over here, actually. Yeah, Sir Damphilot, you actually, remember when we were talking and first got into the swamp, and I was concerned about that we only had access to 3 crypts for iron? Well, we just cleared out the third crypt, and other than what I have in, like, including, I mean, the 27 that we have here, we only have 60 iron left before we're going to have to sail to other places for it. So saving on the 20 for not doing the 4th upgrade on the iron, and not doing an iron bin because we had the abyssal knife was a blessing. But yeah, so we're going to get back. We're going to load up the iron. I need to do one more trip for to grab a little bit more black metal from the chest that we have stored away down in the villages. Or I guess in the swamp. Either one works. I just need to grab like one load and bring it back. And we'll, before we do the black metal, we'll go and check on the wolves and see how they're doing. Make sure they have food. Yeah, the issue is that, like, I can't teleport metal. So, trying to... It all comes back to having to sail and go somewhere else no matter what. And I don't have the sealed locations because even though we passed by Hilder, I I just decided that it wasn't worth it. The only reason that I would actually do a sealed tower is if I really wanted eggs like chickens before Yogluth. Okay. So there's the rest of the chains we'll need. seeds are fine. Oh, leather scraps. Needles. Stone. Then we'll make sure we put the coal back. Easily steal the eggs in game. Just run through, empty the crates, and buy. Only with ooze bombs. Dylan or Donkey can't wait until you're big and strong. There's actually another way. You can actually mesh a portal through and literally just walk through it into like where the eggs are. And you don't have to do any of the seal or the seal tower for it. But I don't like doing it because there's a chance that you mesh yourself and that you die. And that would be the end of my run. Just from a little bit of a misplaced portal. So I'm going to not do that. Alright, we're going to turn auto pickup off so we don't keep grabbing stuff. Put this down there, and then we'll go check on our wolves. Welcome in, everybody. Let's see how we're doing. We're still waiting for this guy to grow up. These guys are fully grown. I'm gonna hang out here just for a sec. Sometimes it encourages them to breed the same way like crops will get just to the very end of the growth cycle until you actually hang out there for just a second, and then they'll finish. This is kind of the same way. So I want to just kind of stand here for just a moment, give them an opportunity to pop hearts. The room with the eggs is directly opposite of the upper entrance of the tower, but I don't like it. Yeah, exactly. You just scale to the very top of it, figure out where it's at, and then go to the bottom. Hey, there's the... Alright, now we just gotta get those hearts, come on. We need babies. Especially since I accidentally meshed one of the wolves and lost it forever. I had doors for the decompression chamber, and one of the wolves was standing basically right where that one is. And I opened the door and it pushed it into the wall, and I just watched its green name tag just fall through the map. So that was how I started the stream. I do actually want to name this one. So this is another viewer who is pretty consistent with showing up. So I wanted to make sure I showed respect. We got you, Sir Damp, over there. This one is actually going to be named... Nomad Oso. He is a Valheim streamer over on TikTok. He should actually be streaming today, within the hour, or not within this hour, maybe usually about 4 or 5 o'clock. He'll stream for about 3 hours. He's the reason I started streaming. He encouraged me to actually stream my permadeath runs as opposed to, you know, doing them on my own. So huge respect to him. He's a very humble streamer. He listens to everything his chat has to say. Any advice you have to give him, he's more than willing to accept it and also make examples out of it. You know, he has so many people tell him countless different ways to accomplish beating a boss, and he will go through and make sure that he farms up everything, whether it's ooze bombs or a specific staff upgrade or whatever it is. You know, he's there to play with the chat, and I really respect that. Definitely go give him a follow. Just a little bit of love for that man. And then there's another streamer who, he's not a Valheim streamer, but he was just as much motivational in this. He is a League of Legends streamer. He goes by Schwagen. He is also over on TikTok. But okay, so I don't think these guys are going to do anything more than what they are right now, so we're going to give them their space. We're going to keep going and making some progress here. Just a moment to give recognition to the people who deserve it. Load all these up and then sleep for the night. I probably don't need much more linen thread, huh? Just enough. And that is our shield fully upgraded. I'm currently raising chickens in the burial chamber under my villa. Yeah, so something that I really like to do, oh, it's going to be a little bit harder here because typically I like to raise the ground with stone so that I cover all of these and it's like a flat workable space so that I don't have like awkward raised locations like this and whatnot. But this fire functions as a fire and it'll never actually go out, so you can build your, like, hatch your chickens around this and you know, you never have to really micromanage them. Alright, let's see if we can't get our armor made now, huh? Padded helmet. Padded greaves. 5 short. Finally, after wearing 3rd biome armor the entire duration, we're going from 18 armor up to 32 on these. And I finally feel like a person. After skipping silver completely. I mean, other than the sword. So yeah, I guess we do one more small trip of iron. And then it's really just waiting on wolves. The good thing is we already put in all the work and mined this entire place out. So we've got the iron that's left just kind of chilling in a chest right here. £2 too much. I should have put this away. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just put one back. Oh, I will say, when you brought up that you're raising chickens in a burial chamber, I have lost my chickens before to a bat raid, breeding them up on Elder. So that is something to keep in mind if you attempt that. It was funny because I defended the whole raid, and then I was still hearing one of them. And I was looking around, I couldn't find it, and I had a fairly enclosed space, my chicken coop, and it still weaseled its way in there. Hello everybody, welcome in. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than welcome to help out with any tips or suggestions for your own game, anything you might be struggling with. We also have some very, very intelligent viewers who might have their own take on it as well. Welcome in, everybody. So while I'm waiting for these wolves to breed up, I feel like I can grind some levels on my skills. At least take it as an opportunity to do it. So we'll finish leveling up our gear here. And then I mean, I could do block training. Here, let's look at our skills real quick. Running's pretty good. Sword is a little bit under-leveled. The problem with swords is that... I mean, I guess there's like... I can find a Draugr spawn. I just kind of cleared them all out for where I'm at right now. So, I mean, I could go up to Trader and just walk down into the Bone Mass Swamp. I haven't looked around there much at all, so we could go find a Draugr spawn down there and just kill, you know, genocide all the Draugr we can. You know, it's not even genocide, that's just cleansing. They're zombies. Hello, hello, welcome in. Hey. Okay, we don't have the inventory weight, but we will in just a moment. Go. We might actually run a nether, because I mean 50 flour is not much at all. That'll be gone in a heartbeat. I am a little concerned about the fact that I only have one windmill, and I'm in a black forest, and you can see that there's no wind, so it is taking a long time for these to even craft. Maybe we would get more wind if I like cut down those trees. But at the moment, it's not a very effective windmill. The best place that you can actually put a windmill is in the plains. You will have 100% wind. We need 5 of that iron. You know, I could also... I don't know, I'm torn because... Yoglu's meteors do bludgeoning damage. The resistance to pierce isn't going to help me against that boss. So I'm thinking I might actually have to make the Cuirass. I don't know if I like the reduction, or like the move speed reduction though. But it might make a difference, especially not having the weakness to fire. I mean, I will have barley wines active while I'm fighting him, but speaking of which, let's make sure we get another one of those cooking. Put the shield away. Alright, I'll make it. I mean, I don't need to wear it right now, just because I'm not fighting Yogluth. One more spit out, I can upgrade it one more time. And then we'll go hang up motor, and I did get serpent meat. We were able to kill a serpent, so I'm definitely going to be using serpents for the boss fight. Alright. I won't upgrade it to tier 4, only because I think the tier 4 upgrade is going to take like, 9 more iron. I'm not going to do that. We'll leave it as it is, and, you know, it's only going to give us an extra 2 armor. This is fine. I'm content with that. We've got fully upgraded silver sword, the shield. We'll have barley wines. We have medium healing potion on us. I don't know if we can make major healing potions yet. I think that's Mistlands. Yeah, we can get a yellow mushrooms. We should have yellow mushrooms. How do we not? Have I not picked any of them? give me half a second. We can fix that. But I want to get stamina potions on me definitely for it. There's so many times where like you have to sprint the entire time to avoid Yogluth's beam, and then at the last few seconds you can sprint up and get a clear opening to start getting attacks in on Yogluth, and that's usually the opening I look for to actually start getting my damage. But so many times do you spend all of your stamina on the sprint that by the time you get up to it, you can only get 1 or 2 attacks in before your stamina's drained. So being able to pop a stamina regeneration, approaching it is actually really, really viable. I'm just gonna grab a few of these mushrooms here. Alright, that's good enough. Welcome in, everybody. What do you guys think? Do you think the stamina regeneration or just the medium stamina? I mean, one of them's going to give it to me instantly, which might actually be better in this instance. And it doesn't have the penalty of the minus 50 health regen. It does only last for 10 seconds, so that health regen's not going to be too detrimental. But in a pinch, if I'm burning, not having that health regeneration is going to be deadly. So it might actually be better with this just because, again, you know, no drawback. And honestly, 10 seconds in Valheim is a big difference. So I think this is the right call. Alternatively, what am I missing to get access to the serpent? Like, I can cook off serpent and eat it raw, but I want to make serpent stew. And I feel like I should have it already as a recipe. I have all of the cooking upgrades. You don't get mortar and pestle until you have black metal or black marble. I do want bread for the stamina, just for this boss fight. Go one more here. That's 70 health, this is 75. Ooh, can we not access? We've blocked our oven. Alright, I guess it's going there. I don't like it there, but we don't really have much of a choice right there, so we'll live with it. Toss these in with the Black Forest stuff. Welcome to my Viking cooking channel. That's what we're doing right now. Okay, and one more cycle after this one for just that little bit of bread. Something else we can do while we're waiting is we can go prep up. We'll actually go look at the Yogluth altar and see if we can't, you know, if we don't need to use the hoe to level it out. I might raise a little bit of terrain, not a bunch, but just a couple pillars to hide behind, for like the breath weapon. I feel like some people kind of overdo it, and then they create issues for themselves. But we can take out like this wood here, or the stone, and then take out that 10. We can, we'll go prep that up after we check on the wolves again. Let's bring out a little bit more boar meat to feed them. These wolves eat so much. Alright, so this is going to be our boss fight food. Lox meat, cooked serpent meat, and then bread. It would have been nice to have like fish wraps, because I think fish wraps give like 75. What's it called? Stamina. I'm sorry if I seem a little spacey today. I didn't sleep as much as I needed to, so I'm kind of working on half a brain. Alright, we'll give these guys just a moment longer. Just hang out here for a sec, make sure. Okay, auto pickups off. Yeah, they only have like 4 meat. Oh, I guess there's another little stack here, but it's not much. We'll split this. What are you working with? 10? Hey, there's a baby. Finally got another one. Yeah, I think the smart move here is we'll let these ones breed out until they have the 4 or 5 cubs in each. And then we're probably going to actually have to branch this out. I can break one of these. I got to be able to get out of here anyways right now. Oh, that might be part of the reason they're not breeding. If they're alerted by anything, they won't breed. I tried to have fires going to keep the Grey Dwarfs away from them. But at nighttime, the Grey Dwarfs will come over and just pace around. And it's enough to make issues. So, yeah, we'll have to make sure that we're a little more vigilant about keeping those fires lit. Alright, you have a good one. You take care, Sir Damphilot. Oh yeah, there's quite a bit of water. We don't want to get stuck in water, and also we kind of want to level out this terrain so that we're not fighting on slopes. Looks like we might be leveling it to this height. Yeah, if you have the chance to go and like scout out your boss locations, like your altars, and make changes, it's 100% worth it. The uneven terrain, like if you're sprinting and you're going down and up, like you're actually slowing yourself down so much trying to dodge his abilities. Also this, if I were to run around this to try to like take cover and I start swimming, that's a big no-no. Yeah, this one too. This actually being a little bit lower is nice because the breath weapon, if this is lower, you can actually hide behind it for, like, right here is perfect. If we can get the rest of it at, like, closer to that height, that might be better. Every altar, like, boss location is going to be a little bit different. You know, how the terrain looks, you know, like, you might not have ocean right next to yours, things like that, but it also comes with experience and understanding like your play style and what you need to be successful. So like what works for me might not work for you 100%. Also, getting rid of a lot of this foliage is really good because at some point you're almost guaranteed to have to fight through the night with goblin spawns, and sometimes they can duck themselves kind of low here on uneven terrain and kind of hide. It's really good just to be able to spot them out and take care of them as soon as possible. You know, going around and making sure you clear any Loxes that might join the fight, you know, goblins, anything like that. You know, these two spawned fairly close. I guarantee you, if like right now I was fighting and I didn't see these guys, like you saw how long I was farming resources and stuff right here before I even saw these guys. Like, having a group of goblins, especially if they spawn a lot of them at once, they can make the difference. You get a 1 or a 2-star goblin that just walks up and smacks you behind while you're already trying to deal with the big bad boss. It's not good. Cover up all this water. Probably about as far as I'm going to come out this way, maybe a little bit more just around the back here, and then I'll raise the terrain in it for a couple of pillars to hide behind. These will get destroyed over time. They're good to hide behind for the meteors for the first little bit, just in case, like, you know, you don't have the stamina to actually outrun all of them. Typically, if you hear him say Baru, and then count to 1 or 2 before you start sprinting, because it takes a second for the animation of the meteors in the sky before they actually start to hit. Start sprinting, usually you'll have enough stamina to outrun the entire duration of it. But that's just to dodge the meteors, that's not to try to get enough damage in to trade back or things like that. So sometimes it is nice to just be able to take cover and wait out a second. What's up, buddy? You gonna try to attack me? Is that a thing you're gonna do? Alright, let's see where we want to raise a little bit of this terrain. I actually just do a couple clicks over here. I see you. Give me just a moment. There, that's better. Then yeah, we could probably put a pillar right here. And I want one more. farm a little bit of stone here. It's not like we don't have access to some in the in the plains. Alright, those are just a little bit of cover for me. Can't really take the black metal back with me. Toss that down. It is getting nighttime though, so we'll head back. Check on the wolves real quick. We'll hang up motor, the head. Welcome in, everybody. Why? It has plains terrain on top of it, and it. I'm out of stamina. Can you just? Okay. This is so funny. Oh, dang. Got another little baby. How are we looking over here? And another cub over here. We're going places, guys. Once these ones pop up, it'll probably start going very quickly to start getting enough cubs, and it only gets more and more exponential, so it starts off super slow, but it doesn't stay that way. We are gonna have to start thinking about where we're going to be able to branch this off to. Come here, you're good. My stealth level is pretty high, so a lot of the times things will ignore me. I try to level it when I'm taming, just so that I have levels for Mistlands and Ashlands. A lot of the people complain about constantly being swarmed by stuff in the Ashlands, and no matter what, it is going to be a problem. If you have really high passive stealth, though, it's a lot less of a problem. Looks like I might be extending this out more this way, just because of the level of the terrain. I didn't really have a choice of where I put this, or like what terrain that I chose to start it. I just had to dig a pit. We're right on the side of the mountain. So what happened was we beat motor, and after we beat motor, it was nighttime. And so we were walking back this way, and we spotted a 2-star wolf over in this area. Being that 2-star wolves night spawns, if you leave them out of render after nighttime, they will despawn. So we had to just make do with what we had, and thankfully we had meat on us, so we just dug a pit, tossed it in, tamed the wolf, and this is where we ended up being. So yeah, I think we'll chop down this, and we'll start branching this out. Wolves, if you're trying to breed a lot of them, They'll only breed up to 4 or 5 in a 10-meter space. If there's more than that many wolves in 10 meters, they won't breed at all. So keep that in mind while you're breeding. This is why we're trying to isolate them as we get close to the maximum number, and we're gonna have to keep going every 10 meters. So let's see here. So this 2. Yeah, I need more wood. Get rid of all that clutter. Four, 6, 8, and 10. So this is where we're gonna have to put the next little batch of wolves. Actually, we will level this a little bit. That should be big enough. What's up, buddy? Alright, let's go sleep real quick so we're not dealing with the nighttime spawns. I don't have a rested buff either, so it's going to take forever digging without it. So with this, our limit's going to be 15. I could just leave it at 3 and then put another room that's going to be just to like shove all the excess into it, and then leave like 3 in each of the breeding rooms so that they can still breed. And if you leave 3 wolves, they're going to breed as fast as possible. That might be something we can do, and we could even do it with just the 2 rooms that we have, but I want to try to move it along as fast as possible. You know, it would take longer, and it's already tedious to have to do stuff like this that takes time for viewers, and I want to keep the viewers in mind on like how engaged you guys are in what I'm doing. So if there's anything that I can do to make things go faster, oh, this isn't it. I would like to. Welcome in, everybody. Ooh, we got another wolf. we have 4 over here now too? No, still the 3. That's okay. We'll go out, we'll dig the hole, and then meet this. That's how we'll go about it. Okay, that's probably good right there. Now we'll start digging down. You don't want to make it too big because they actually have to be standing next to each other fairly close to actually start like breeding. If you make it too big, then that won't happen. We'll probably come back just a hair. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, if you could come in here. And then I need the other adult wolf as well. Before the baby comes in, come on. Come on. Come on, a little bit more. Okay. And we're a little bit out of the 10-meter range there, so that's perfect. We'll make sure these guys can't come any closer than that. Hey, and they just got pregnant. Just in time. Oh, both of them just got pregnant. Look at that. like to lower them a little bit so it's actually easy to like jump over. So we're gonna have to split some of this food. So these guys are about to pop out 2 more babies. What does that mean for these guys over here? Oh, okay, they have 2 more babies too. Well, 1 more. We already had the other 2. Oh man, so we're gonna have to make another hole. This is what I'm saying, man. They're gonna breed so fast towards the tail end here. And I like to bury them and then cover it, only because, you know, mobs will come up and chuck rocks at them and other stuff, and if they can't fight back, I mean, they're just gonna die over time. It might take things a second to kill them, but they will kill them. Oh, yeah, they already pushed out another baby. I feel like he just got pregnant. Is that another one? Dang, there's 4. Oh, someone's getting attacked. What is that? This is just like a little tree stand that I put up while I was taming. Guess we're gonna branch out another 10 meters here, huh? You know what's funny is I wasn't even planning on doing this. This was strictly on a whim during one of my streams, and being that finding a 2-star wolf is so rare, I mean, I have spent multiple nights going out onto a mountain looking for nighttime spawns to try to find even a 1-star wolf, let alone a 2-star. And the fact that we were given one, I felt like for a stream, it would be negligent to not take advantage of it and do something with it. So we ended up finding it right next to Yogluth, so we're going to use them to fight Yogluth. That's the plan. Can you go away? Alright, we need to go out 10 more meters here. I like to go out a little bit farther just to make sure that we actually have the distance we need. 6, 8. Welcome in, everybody. If you have any questions, we have answers. Or I'm more than happy to help with anything you might be struggling with in your own games. Anything you might be curious about. Is that just a random wolf? Oh, that might be the 2-star wolf that Matt meshed. No! You dick. For you that just joined, at the start of the stream there was a 2-star wolf that I didn't know where it went because I initially by doors, and I opened one of the doors while a wolf was directly behind it, and it pushed it into the map, and I just watched it drop. And I think that was it. That was tragic. Alright. Start digging. How many 2-star wolves do you think it would take for the wolves to solo Yoglu? Because I'm already confident in my own ability to fight him, so like even if the wolves don't kill Yoglu, like I can deal whatever damage is left. Even if they all just get popped before it even like to do any damage, I'm okay with it. Like the fun of the attempts is there. If we can do it effectively, that's even better. Personally, I'm thinking like 25, maybe 30 wolves is probably going to be enough. real quick. It's going to be so funny leading all of these wolves over to Yagluth. I do got to make sure that I clear the path before I pull them out. So I'll have to go kill any locks or, I mean, even Death Skeetos. Death Skeetos will pick off one or two of those wolves before I get a chance to do anything. We don't want to see that happen. Sure, I'll feed them bear meat. I'm okay with that. I don't really have any use for it. Hopefully sleeping for the night will speed up their breeding a little bit too. We have 4 of them in one space, so it might be a good opportunity to like maybe see if they'll go up to 5. We have health potions, we got barley wine, we have all of our armor upgraded, shield, sword. This one's gonna be a second before we get more babies out of it, just because. I think it takes like 2 or 3 days in game for babies to fully mature, would be my guess. That should be fine. They should be able to walk up here just fine. Oh, they got pregnant again. Look at that. That's 2 more. Man, these guys go at it. Schwaggin and Sir Damp, they be fucking like rabbits. Alright, we're probably going to have to make this side just a little bit lower. Train's not exactly level. Already? Holy shit. They just popped out 2 babies yesterday. We're so close to the plains. You can hear the goblins in the distance. I'm gonna use full walls for this one. I'm gonna clean out these goblins right here just so that they don't get any ideas. Mosquitoes. Definitely gotta go. Sounded like they just pushed out another baby. Come on. The wolves are pushing me around. Yeah, okay, they got 4 babies in here. There's a little cubs. Here, you gotta go back that way. You gotta stay in here, buddy. Alright, so those ones will be breeding just fine. Still waiting for this cub to fully mature so these ones will start breeding. Let's check these guys. Alright, we got 3 adults here. So we've got 10 wolves at the moment. Or, no, we have 12 wolves at the moment. 4, 4, 2, and 2. food in this one. I'm gonna leave these ones in here, just to see if they'll actually hit 5. Because if we can get 5 wolves in each space, oh, they're not gonna breed if there's an enemy out there. They cannot be alerted. Where is he at? There he is. Alright guys, go ahead and drop a chat if you would like one of these wolves named after you to join the fight with. Hello, hello, welcome in. We're just killing a little bit of time trying to wait for these guys to breed up. We've already done everything that we need to actually succeed in the boss fight. All the prep that we can do up to this point is done. So there's really nothing else that we can do at the moment other than just wait for these guys to do the nasties. We might be able to go back right now and see if we can't sleep. Sleeping will move this along a little bit faster for us. We can, yes. Hopefully that will help the other pair of cubs mature so that we can actually get them breeding. Grab another stack of deer meat on us. Again, if you would like a wolf named after you to join in the fight against Yogluth, go ahead and drop a chat and I will add your name to a wolf. Yes, they're fully grown. Alright, so now these guys are going to be breeding. These guys are going to be breeding. Oh, this is going to go so fast now. I'm not seeing a these guys even trying to put a 5th one down, so I want to say that it's not gonna work. I'm pretty sure the cap is 4 per enclosure. I don't know if there is a space that we can dig out over there to isolate 2 more adults away from each other. we can check. I mean, we would be digging into the mountain is the problem. And then that's a stone. I mean, I guess we could technically go out this way. It's just... we might have to. Well, let's take care of that bear. Find the bear first. Where's it at? I heard it was fighting something. It might be over there. I see the top of a dungeon. Okay. Yeah, we'll dig out another space going this way. That should be about 10 meters right there. Oh, this is on top chat and not live chat. Sorry guys if anyone else was typing there. That is my bad. Well, that's not very convenient. Alright, we'll dig this straight at that. We went a little low there, didn't we? Here, one sec. There we go. We'll just have a little ramp. That's okay. If you ever want to make slopes like this and you're using your hoe, for a controller, you can hold LB. If you're on keyboard, you just press shift. And look, you can see like where my reticule is, there's a line like in the center of the radius. And then if you hold down the thing, it kind of goes into the ground. That's the difference. If it's like this, wherever you click with your hoe, it raises terrain, just changes the terrain to the height that you're standing. If it's like this, it changes the height to where you're pointing. So that's how it works. In case that changes you guys' experience with your building endeavors. More wood? Wherever will I find more wood? Oh, just a little bit high. Oh, come on. Okay. Alright, this is probably going to be the last one that I actually build out. As many wolves as it gets us is what we will use for the boss fight. So we need to grab 2 of these wolves. There is no meat in here. Give me just a second to wait on these to see if we can't get one of them to get pregnant. You guys have a baby in here yet? No? What about you guys? Also no. I have a 20-minute rested buff, and my rested buff only has 6 minutes left. So like my rested buff is basically exactly the day cycle. So in a couple minutes I can go back and sleep one more time, and that'll give us a tell on what we're working with here. I'm surprised these guys haven't dropped another baby, honestly. Like, they have food. These guys are breeding like madmen. Yeah, we'll just pull... We'll pull the other 2 wolves. We'll just do it. If they're gonna breed at all, they can do it in the other room. I need a little bit more wood. Oh, it's all the stone on me. You guys move. I gotta make sure nothing sees them to aggro onto them. Good enough. Oh, and we gotta throw food. No, stay. And stay. I'm just checking these wolves to make sure none of them are on follow, because I don't know if that actually has an effect on whether or not they're breeding. But I just want to double check. Oh, I just heard a baby pop out somewhere. Where was that? What are you doing here? Okay. They have food. All of them have food. We're chilling. So yeah, we just let these wolves do their thing. Everything is set up as best as it can be. And I mean, you could rinse and repeat this process as long as you want. Get as many wolves as you want. I'm just gonna go until these few rooms cap out, and then we'll run and do the boss with them. That should be plenty. If they don't solo the boss completely by themselves. But, I mean, Yogluth very well could actually just, like, kill them all before they spawn. And then I just fight them, or, like, fight him on my own. That's fine. Really not worried about it. Welcome in. Again, chat, if you would like a wolf named after you to fight in the battle against Yogluth, go ahead and just say hello in the chat. Or say wolf, and I will rename one of these. Yeah, go eat. After they eat is when they breed. Make sure my auto pickup's off so I'm not grabbing their meat as I walk by. I wonder if these guys won't eat wolf meat. But I'm pretty sure they do. Like, I tamed them with wolf meat. Alright, these four are all fully grown. Yeah, let's try to put different meat in here. Because wolf meat and that, it's not working. So, let's see if putting boar meat or deer meat specifically allows them to eat. Because that's the only thing that I can think of that's preventing those ones from actually breeding. Actually, are my boars... We got boars in here that we can call. Do a quick look around. Eikthyr spawns right here, so like quite often you'll find deer just immediately outside of the base. Well, I spooked a deer. I just no idea where it is. Oh, it's right over there. You know what? Let's actually hunt deer in this direction so that we can go hang up that motor. We've been saying we're gonna hang up Motorhead for a minute, but at least this is actually an opportunity to do that. welcome in everybody. Three bosses left. We're about 2 in-game days out from being able to do Yogluth. Maybe a little bit more than that, but not too much longer here. And then it's just Queen and Fader. This is the bane of my existence. I have made it to Fader during my permadeath runs 3 times now. 3 times. And I have lost all 3 of them. What the hell? Dude. Nobody saw that. Also, for anyone who decided to take some time out of your day to come in and enjoy the stream, I want to let you know that I really appreciate you. And I hope if anything comes out of this, it's that your day is just a little bit better for having the chance to come down and hang out, spend some time. It genuinely makes my heart happy that you're here and experiencing this with me. I completely underestimated how much of an impact it was going to have having everyone along this. So thank you, sincerely. These permadeath runs, they're stressful. They're honestly really challenging and humbling, if anything. And sometimes it can get very mentally draining to have to repeat a lot of these grinds. I can't tell you how many times I hear people say Bronze Age is the worst age to get through. It's so tedious. And to think about how many times I've had to get through Bronze Age. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. Also, if you do enjoy the content and the lives, you like hanging out, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll let you know whenever I actually go live. I can be fairly sporadic with it, so if you want to join as much as possible, that is the most surefire way to make it happen. Of course it would be Schwagen that gets out of his hold. If you know Schwagen, you know why I'm saying that. He can be a little ball of spitfire. You never know what you're going to get out of him. Can you get over that by chance? might be able to do. Alright, here. Come on in. Come on. Got him. Oh, where's your guys' food? Alright, you guys eat that. Ooh, I heard someone just drop the baby. Let's see where that, oh, it's right here. Oh, we got 2 more. Huge. Back here we got 1 more, that's 3. Let's go back through and do a head count. So we got 3 here. Four here, that's 7. 8, 9. 10, 11. And 15. We got 15 wolves. We need 5 more. 5 more wolves. And we can do Yagluth. Shooting for 20 here. Again, anybody in the chat that would like one of these wolves named after you, go ahead and type wolf in chat, and I will name them after your username. Also, thank you for all the likes. It actually helps push this content out to other viewers more than you know. Alright, let's go see if we can't sleep again. Okay. Suitants go here. Keep those on me. Well, I can put them in for now. Leather scraps. Different woods, seeds. Alright, guys. Give me like 30 seconds here. I'm going to just use the restroom real quick. Take 30 seconds, grab a glass of water, and then we'll get right back into this, okay? I try not to do that as much as possible during the stream so that we, stay productive, we stay engaged, but I need to do this, so just a sec, and I'll be right back. I said screw it, just grab the water. We're back. the essentials. How's this doing? Barley wine's done. Perfect. Oh, that's right. We needed to get stamina meats cooking. I think once that stamina meat's done cooking, we'll do the boss fight. That's going to be the plan here. Wherever the wolves are at that point is what we're using. Got one more cub, unless we already had that one. I think we already had that one. Yeah, these guys just, they're not breeding. I don't know what the deal is, but they don't want to do it. The only thing I can think to do is like maybe push these guys back just a hair. How did you get... It's Schwaggin again. This wolf. Well, I mean... Oh, two more... The two more just got pregnant over here. I'm gonna try to push these guys around a little bit here and see if we can't get them to actually breed. There we go. I'm gonna hold them right here, see if we can't get the second one to get pregnant. place. We'll try it with these ones too. See if pushing these together over here doesn't change something. Come on. I just heard one more. Hey, there's a baby. Oh. What was that? Someone around here is pooping them out. There's two babies right there. Let's go over here. Let's see if we got any more luck. Still only seeing the two. Oh. Yeah, let's go back and sleep the night away so that they're not alerted. That's completely counterproductive to what we're trying to accomplish here. Today, I think what we should do is go start clearing the path. You know, we are going to have more enemies spawning the next day after it, when we're actually going to be bringing them down to Yaglu's spawn. But at least we can try to trim up most of the masses. I just heard a bear out here. I'm just checking to make sure he's not being a nuisance to anything. So yeah, we'll find what direction we want to be taking these wolves. Oh, that sounded like another pregnant. I'm gonna push these guys into the corner over here and just hold them there for like a couple seconds, see if it gets it them to have another baby here. Hey, I was right. For you that don't know, No Bad Oso here is a amazing TikTok Valheim streamer. He is super humble, super down to earth. He is one of the people that motivated me to actually start live streaming my permadeath runs. Go ahead and give him a follow, subscribe to his TikToks. He streams all the time. He's absolutely wonderful. He's an amazing human being, honestly, and He's super humble. I guarantee you, if you join his streams, you will have fun. Alright, head count. We got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15. And now both of them are pregnant. I said both of them are pregnant. What was my count? Oh no. That is okay. That is ADD brain at its finest, okay? Damn it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. 15 and 19. We're at 19 wolves just right now. That's amazing. Let's our goal was 20, so we're right there. Let's check our surroundings here. The last thing we want to do is lose some of our wolves to some random mob on our way down there, whether it's death skeetos. Locks will definitely wreck our wolves. We just saw a bear absolutely decimate a 2-star wolf, so we definitely don't want to accidentally find a bear during our trek. Okay, there's locks there, so we're gonna avoid the locks. We're just gonna ignore them completely. There's a death skeeto right there. High. Where'd he go? There he is. Keeps moving the last second, as death skeetos do. There we go. Just gotta catch them while they're standing still. Okay, I'm actually gonna mark on my map where I want to enter the plains with the wolves is. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be this area right here. So we'll bring them through the Black Forest in a straight line. And I'm just going to put marks. And I'm going to follow that line with the wolves. Clear as much of this shrubbery as possible because wolves will get stuck on things. It'll mess up their pathing. We don't want to see that happen. need to chop all of it, just like the super dense areas. Things like this. There's a lot of wolves to walk, so they're going to be crammed in tiny spaces. They're going to get distracted and walk away, try to fight random stuff that pops up. It's never as, like, from A to B as you would hope. But this all comes with experience, you know? Okay, this is pretty clear. I'm gonna have to raise those dots just a hair. That looks good. I like that line. I'm confident in that line. One of those babies fully grown. How many adults do we have is a better question, because the adults are the only ones we're going to be able to take to the fight with us, not the babies. So right now we have 3 adults here. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We only have 13 adults. In the morning, we'll count again and see how many of those babies actually mature. A little bit. I really hate a cluttered inventory. Alright, we need barley wine up here. We don't need the hoe. We're gonna equip this now so that we don't forget. The whole reason that we're using the full set here for Yogluth is, 1, this only gives resistance to piercing damage. Yogluth does blunt damage with Baru and fire damage. We're using the silver sword because it's undead, so the spirit damage actually does essentially an extra 12.5 damage against Yogluth. Or sorry, 22.5 damage against Yogluth. We've got bread for 70 stamina, lox pie, and serpent meat that we're going to be using. We're going to put that over here now so that we don't accidentally eat our bad food and have to wait for it to expire. Or, I mean, we could always puke berry, but our puke berry. Got our bow. Arrows, we might as well top off our arrows. I don't see us using them for anything, but there's absolutely no reason not to be as prepared as you possibly can be. Do we have frost glands? We've been using them for our ice cream, so it might be about time to go out and get more. Okay, I am actually going to take my little healing potions there. I want my health potions immediately, and then stamina potions secondary. Barley wines last 10 minutes, so as long as I'm keeping an eye on it, that's okay. I want access to my sword and then my shield. I gotta make sure not to have my shield out unless I need it, because it does like apply the -5 movement speed when you have it drawn out. And you can't really block much of the Yoglu's abilities. Anything else we need to consider going into this fight here? Just double checking everything. Two. Six. 7, 8. 9, 10. 11. 12, 13, 14. Alright, so we are going to have to wait for a couple more babies to mature. 14 is not it, but we just won't be breeding out more wolves at all, so it's literally just us waiting on these. That being the case, we can eat our normal food here, because it'll probably be one more in-game day. But guys, we're set up, we're ready. After this boss, there's only 2 more bosses that we need to beat this whole run. We are on the cusp. Again, if you would like one of these wolves that we're taking into battle named after you, go ahead and type wolf in chat, and I will rename one of them. It'll basically be like you're in the fight with me. It'll actually be like you're helping me succeed in this challenge. How many babies do we actually have here waiting to... I know one of them is like still fairly new, so it's definitely not going to be ready to ready for the fight. That's okay. So we got one here. Two. 3, 4. And 5. So that's still pretty good. I'm confident in those numbers. If anything, they take Yogluth down to, you know, 50% HP, and that's 50% less HP that we have to worry about. Right? We have about 6 more minutes until we can sleep again, and then these babies should be grown up. Since we're not going to be breeding them anymore, let's actually break down these walls and get them consolidated into one area. Let's see where we're going to be pulling these wolves out from. I mean, this is already kind of like almost out. We might just dig right here into the side, create an opening for them. We'll just have to go through and click follow on all of the wolves. So we'll have to open this up a little bit wider. And then... yeah, I'm going to click follow on all of them while they're still separated, though. I just have to do it once the babies are actually grown up. Otherwise, I'm going to get lost at which ones I hit follow and which ones I didn't. Let me see here. I just heard a knock at my door. I will be right back. Alright, we're back. Welcome in, welcome in. We're so close. We're like a day away from being able to actually fight this boss. I am nervous. It is, my heart is pounding thinking about it. Alright, and we can rest. We'll do a head count in the morning to see how many of those babies popped up. I'm hoping all but one of them. One of them I know for a fact is not going to be matured. But if they're ready, we will come back. We will grab the goblin totems, and we'll make this happen. Okay, this is the one that I didn't have faith in. Oh, he popped up. He did it. He did the thing. All right, we got four adults here. Four here for 8. Four here for 12. 4 here, 16. And 20. We did it, guys. We hit 20. Okay, let's go out and we're gonna have to bukeberry our food real fast, and so that we can eat our good food for this boss fight. We have to be quick about this because I want to spend as little amount of time as possible in the nighttime. So we'll grab bukeberries. We'll puke up our food. We'll have to. I like to, as soon as I bukeberry, drink a. I'll just drink one of the little potions just so it doesn't kill me. So let's eat one of these. And then we're going to drink one of these. That just counteracts the effect of the bukeberry. I have genuinely lost a run before because I bukeberried. So, alright. We're eating our good food. We've got a rested buff. Let's get through this portal. We'll hit follow on everything. Alright, let's... So I don't get blocked into my own space. Break this here. Oh, they're already trying to do it. There's a bear outside. Let's take care of that before we let these wolves out. If they'll let me out. Where is that wolf? Or that bear? And there's a skeleton somewhere. Oh, it's right here. Alright. Grab our pickaxe and we will free the horde. We're gonna have to give them a little bit of more space. Okay, that's definitely not all of them, so we got a few that are definitely stuck in there somewhere. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them. Who's stuck? These guys are. These guys are stuck. Not as stuck as I'm about to be. Alright guys, come on. Let's go. I'm gonna give all of it just a moment here, just in case any other ones want to come out of that hole. I think this is it though. Let's take them on. Guys, we have an issue. I forgot the totems first. Rookie mistake. I got so excited. I got so excited. Get all the way down there with the wolves and not have totems. Okay, we're gonna bring these guys just inside this little hole right here. And then throw up this door. I don't think that's gonna keep them all in 100%. Oh god, I'm gonna get... There we go. Okay. Let's see here. Let's try to control some of this spillover. This is all... Okay. Try to damage control it as much as possible. We just need the totems. There they are. Alright, we might have to wait until the next morning because we've wasted 8 minutes, almost 10 minutes of this day already. Just getting all the wolves situated, but that's okay. We did what we needed to do. It was all a necessity. Guys, is there anything I'm forgetting to prepare for this? This is what I have in my inventory. This is what we're working with. Is there anything else? We've got healing meats, stamina meats, barley wines, silver sword. We've got fully upgraded metal shield, fully upgraded padded. Other than the cuirass, I understand that. That's okay. Does anyone see anything else that I could do to make this easier for me? We've already gone down to the actual boss arena. We raised some of the terrain to take cover behind. Alright, we've got the totems. Let's do this. Who's hyped? Alright, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 4. Okay, it looks like we might lose. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I could just be miscounting. They could all be there. Even if we're missing one, that's okay. This is what we're bringing. Okay, we'll have structure right there. We're going to want to pick off any death skeetos before they get anywhere close to these wolves. So we'll keep a sharp eye out. Keep a sharp eye out. It's fog. I hear a goblin. Definitely don't want the goblin to damage any of our wolves. I hear a death mosquito as well. I hear it, but I don't see it, and it's making me nervous. Alright, let's spawn this guy in as fast as we can here. We're gonna get a fire potion going on us. Summon the boss. Let's see where it's gathering. It's over here. Oh no, it's up. Come on. Lay into him. Lay into him, guys. Come on. Hey, you know what? That was pretty good. Okay, and then we get right up on him. We should be able to get a couple of hits in. Now let's get out of here. Okay, we need our stamina back. That's going to be an AoE. Alright. That's the AoE. Let's get out of that. We're going to hover the thing just in case. What we're looking for is the head tilt. Right there. We're taking the opportunity to get our stamina up, get close, get a couple attacks off. Okay. Baru. Or Bossing. Sorry. Okay, let's get close to him. Stamina. Get in for a couple. Oh, no, too late. Okay, we'll try to get close to him here. Right there. Couple attacks. We're not close enough to even try to get in for those. Oh, and he's already doing the big attack. Damn. He's about to laugh. Let's do it. Alright, we'll get out of here just in case. We'll watch for whatever his next text. Okay, start running. Oh, damn, too close already. Let's get out. Damn, the fire still got us on that one. chug a potion now just because I want to stand in this and get some hits in. We don't have the stamina to dodge all of this one. We're gonna tank it. Okay. Come on. Alright, let's get up there. This is it. We might have to have one more thing, but we're gonna do it right here. Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Yagluth down. Even without the wolves, like that's a boss that I could fight anytime, so we didn't need it, but for the novelty of the video, I think it was worth it. And honestly, having the chance to take like only have to fight Yagluth and not rinse and repeat it for so long, and only have to do him at 25% HP, dude, I will take that any day, any run. But look at that, Yagluth trophy, guys. If you witnessed that, please in the chat type, I was here. Oh, we left. There was 3 wolves still in here. Oh, I didn't mean to chug that. I knew I was miscounting. Schwaggin! Schwaggin, you dog. That is amazing. Out of all of the wolves to get left behind, Schwaggin stayed back. There's poetry in that. Alright, we can go place the Wisp Light. Or Wisp Fountain. Alright, and then just one last thing to do for this stream. We gotta go back. We have to hang up the Yagluth trophy. Guys, if you enjoyed the content, if you're here rooting for me on this permadeath run, remember, if we die, we delete the world, we delete the seed. Alright, it's a high stress, high stakes situation. If you're enjoying it, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and it is the best surefire way to know whenever I go live. Thank you for all the likes. Again, it really does help, and I genuinely appreciate all of you guys taking some time out of your day to come down, hang out, enjoy the stream. It makes my heart happy, and again, you know, I hope if anything comes out of it, I hope it makes your guys' day just a little bit better for having the chance to come down and hang out with us. But now, without further ado, that is the 5th boss for this permadeath run down. Guys, if you enjoyed the stream, I'm excited to see you back tomorrow. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys all have a fantastic rest of the day. I hope you guys the best luck with your own Valheim runs, and you guys take care, okay? Later.